Okay. All right. Well, looks like I had that since I had that done earlier. Because I didn't. Well, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another edition of the Mikestand. You know, there's four of us in here thus far. Woody, Solid, ATC. So, of course, we'll wait a few minutes to see who else shows up. Batgoat will probably be a little late because probably out doing his trivia. Um, Leto will probably be joining us soon enough, and Anonymity will be getting home from work in about probably half hour, 45 minutes from now. So, um, but how's your day going, guys? Hey, ATC. And let's just go over everything first. And then I replied back to you. Yes, you are. Laugh out loud. Second. And then Woody, I guess, humorously was saying he was third by calling himself a turd. Okay. Um, Laugh out loud. And then, hey, Mike. Hey, ATC. Hey, everybody. Yeah, the numbers are, of course, flipping back and forth between 2 and 4. But as always, guys, I do appreciate any likes and shares you guys have to see if we can get the algorithm up there and see if we can get some more people in here. We'll as I said, we'll wait a few minutes before getting started. And I think I asked this already, but how's everybody doing tonight? Guess we're not going to see the Drainer game again. Well, I guess not. I guess that was just a one time thing. I guess. You know. You know. Again, I mean, they specifically are into Attack on Titan content, obviously. While I will cover some stories on Attack on Titan in terms of releases or anything like that, I don't go that in depth into it. I watch it on Saturday. I watch it on Saturday night. Then right now, Toonami um, is having Toonami's having, of course, is showing the fourth season now, the fourth and final season, English dub of that. So, um, doing well, Mike. Yeah. Um, so I got five stories tonight. I'll talk about those in a few minutes here. But one of the stories um, another kind of side story that I saw this morning. This isn't going to be one of the ones I was going to cover. But I figured I'd mention it right now as kind of the warm up to everything. I don't. I know some of you probably have stopped watching. If anybody in here right now had watched Yellow Flash at some point, I watched one of his videos today. So apparently now the SJWs are going after Naruto for being sexist. Naruto Shippuden. Um, Yellow Flash had done a story on that earlier. Apparently, there are people who are now. Grant Shippuden is basically over with. It's still being shown on Toonami, mind you, but the series is pretty much done. Um, they're now focusing more on Boruto. Um, but apparently, they're claiming it to be sexist and all that. So, uh, an interesting story nonetheless. I don't know if you guys saw that video or not from Yellow Flash, but I still watch Flash, just not Tug. Uh, yeah, I mean, I get it, Solid. I get why you don't. I mean, sometimes if you focus too much on one thing, it can drive a lot of people away. So, I mean, I get that. Hmm. Let's see now. Yeah, I mean, again, I may watch. I think I did watch a video of Tug yesterday, but it wasn't an Amber Heard video. It was the one regarding Marilyn Manson. Apparently, Evan Rachel Wood is now claiming that he abused and assaulted her. Hey, Dave Marks is here. Evening, Dave. How you doing, man? ATC, of course, saying, "Hey, Dave." Solid action, Woody. And we got like 4 or 5 people in here now. Oh yeah, solid. Just a little heads up. I did subscribe to your channel. Hey, Batgoat, I did subscribe to your channel, so check out one of your gaming streams one time if I get the time. I'm feeling fluish, reading over some really old fan fiction I wrote. Um, Laughing myself. Hi, Bats. Hey, Dave. Sorry to hear you're feeling a little under the weather there, Dave. Hopefully, make sure you get plenty of rest and drink plenty of juice, man. Now we got Batgoat, Woody, Dave, Solid, and Toys here. We got like 5 or 6 of us here now. And let's see, we're coming up on 8 minutes. So I guess I can tell you guys what's on tap for tonight. It looks like we got enough of our crew in here now to warrant, getting going a little bit here. So I picked out 5 stories to go over tonight, 2 from comics and 3 from anime. Um, let's see now. Hello, all my friends. Thanks, Mike. No problem. So I said maybe I'll catch one of your gaming streams at some point. Um, Go in and say hi like I do with Leto from time to time. Um, so here's what's on tap. Some more Marvel Comics news surrounding the X-Men and their continual outreach towards fans. Another, I guess now they're offering to draw fans into the story now. Um, Also, release date has been set for a future state Wonder Girl in DC Comics. We got some Crunchyroll news, some Netflix news, and some Pokemon news. So let's see what we got. Yeah, speaking of, I missed trivia tonight due to illness. Still feeling off from shingles vax. I'll hang out for a bit, but will probably lay down in a bit. All right. Well, hey, yeah, keep getting your rest, man. I know sometimes your body's got to adjust when you like get get medicine put in you. But thanks for being here, man. Hey, Woody. Just hopefully you get it through your system by Friday so that we can hang out and talk about comics history and stuff like that. And you can show us your comic debut in Tug's Comics. Hello. So yeah, so that those are basically what's on tap for tonight. Looks like we're just past the 10-minute mark, so I think I'll go ahead and start getting started here. Let's see. So here we go with the first story of the night. Marvel Comics is giving X-Men fans a chance to be drawn into a major event. Here we go. Some more Marvel outreach here. Probably trying to make up for all the woke garbage they've been giving people that's been tanking. Um, but here we go. So Marvel Insider users will have the chance to be drawn into the X-Men's Hellfire Gala, which will reveal the new roster of mutant heroes. There you got some of the artwork there. You can attend the first annual Hellfire Gala. And from the looks of it, let's see who I can recognize there. Let's see, I think, well, let's see, it looks like you got Rogue there. The one in the middle, to me, looks like Killer Frost. Uh, Now, if the one at the far right is who I think it is, then that'd be kind of a shock that he'd be a part of, because he looks like Mr. Sinister to me. But then I could be wrong. But anyways, the X-Men are currently holding an election to determine the newest members of the mutant heroes, and one mutant fan could potentially be part of that process. Fans who are part of the Marvel Insiders program can enter the Marvel Insider drawn into X-Men Hellfire Gala sweepstakes, which begins today and lasts until Valentine's Day at midnight, February 14th. Marvel Insiders can claim and redeem up to 2,500 points by engaging with content on Marvel.com, including videos and podcasts. Let's see what people may be saying this far. I'll rest up and do my best to make it Friday. Yep. No more shingles for you. You'll have to get a metal roof now. Ha ha ha. That goat. Laugh out loud. Woody, you behind. Or you donkey. Ah. After the events of X of Swords, Cyclops resolved to reform the X-Men with his wife, Jean Grey, joining him and giving up her spot on the Quiet Council. Cyclops decided to hold a vote to determine the new team of X-Men, which excluded members of the Quiet Council. Marvel held a vote for fans in the real world to determine the final member of Cyclops' new team, which included fan favorite members like Polaris and obscure mutants like Tempo. Voting ended yesterday at midnight. The new team of X-Men will be revealed during the Hellfire Gala in June, which is part of the upcoming Reign of X storyline that encompasses the new line of X-Men books. New books have also been announced, including Way of X, which focuses on Nightcrawler's quest to form a mutant religion. That's interesting. I remember it's kind of funny because I kind of remember the X Men cartoon of the '90s where they kind of had Nightcrawler in that story in that series. He basically was raised in a Catholic monastery, and he was like a devout Catholic. So that was pretty interesting. But anyways, that's the end of that article. That one went pretty quick there. Ah, well, what am I doing? Oh, that's not what I was. So it says we got 5 people in here now. Goody! Yay, 5 people. Hmm. So yeah, it looks like Marvel's really trying to really going for the whole outreach thing with this X Men storyline stuff. You know, getting the fans involved in voting for the final member of this new X Men team, as well as offering a chance for people to be drawn into the comics. You think that maybe they're doing this because their sales have been starting to tank the last couple of years, and they're trying to get some favor back, or they finally realizing that maybe get woke, get broke is more of an altruism than they think. What do you guys think of all that? I'll be right back. I'm going to go off camera. I got to think about that for a moment. You think that some of this outreach that they're doing is to try to offset the bad press and the loss of money that they've incurred the last couple of years here? Think about that and comment in the chat there. Be right back. I'm back now. Little Bat Goat had something to say about it. Let's see. All 5 seasons of MX are now on Prime. They only had the first two a while back. Glad I didn't pay. Makes laying on the couch better. Hmm. All right, whatever MXC is. Right, you are, Ken. Okay, I don't know where that's. But you're Ken. I'm not Ken. I hope you don't think. I hope your illness isn't making you delirious there, Bat Goat, and you're thinking I'm Ken Jennings. All right. Guess if nobody's got anything more to say about what I just asked, we'll probably move on to the next story then. Let's see, we're at the 20-minute mark. And here's the next one. Here's the next story. We'll go over here. Okay, that good. Most extreme elimination challenge started in '04. They took a Japanese game show called Takeshi's Castle and redubbed it. It's super offensive. I think I know what you're talking about then. I think they aired that on what was known as Spike at the time. Hmm. No, I don't think you are Ken Jennings. Kenny Blankenship is a character from MXC. Yeah. And again, I don't know what MXC is. I guess I'll just have to take your word for it. Spike TV, the first channel for men. Laugh out loud. Yeah, and then then it became the Paramount Network. Then it became the Paramount Network. Started out as the Nashville Network, then became Spike. Now it's the Paramount Network. Mm. MXC was an awesome show. Oh, I get it now. Most Extreme Challenge. That's what you meant. Okay, now I get it. Took me a while there. All right. So, anyways, here we go with the next story here. DC's new Wonder Girl comic lassos a spring release date. Writer artist Joelle Jones um, will helm a Wonder Girl ongoing series for DC this spring as Future State's Wonder Woman heads out on a solo adventure. There's the artwork right there of Wonder Girl. Future State Wonder Woman's Yara Floor is transitioning out of DC's Future State event and into a new ongoing DC series on May 18th titled Wonder Girl. Writer artist Joelle Jones will continue Yara Floor's adventures in Wonder Girl with colors by Jordi Belair and lettering by Clayton Cowles. Yara Floor is the Wonder Woman of Future State, a 2-month publishing initiative spinning out of the finale of Dark Knight's Death Metal. With the multiverse reestablished, Future State opens a world of opportunities with a glimpse in the possible futures for the DC universe. Yara Floor can currently be found in Future State Wonder Woman by Jones, Future State Superman Wonder Woman by writer Dan Waters and artist Leila Del Duca, and Future State Justice League by writer Joshua Williamson and artist um, Robson Roca and Daniel Henriquez. Yara Floor will also star in a Wonder Girl TV series for the CW, which is described as a Latina dreamer who was born of an Amazonian warrior and a Brazilian river god, learns that she is Wonder Girl, and with her newfound power must fight the evil forces that would seek to destroy the world. The announcement of CW's live action series in November 2020 also revealed Wonder Girl would be receiving a Future State spin-off comic. See if you guys are saying anything about this. Toys, it was wonderful. I made a drinking game to it. It is so anti SJW. Before the word SJW is laugh out loud, I highly suggest it if you have Prime. Ziggy, 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 oi, oi, oi. Let's see. Batgoat, remember when they tried the show in USA and Canada about guys going through solid walls and was so funny. Wait, I thought that was Jackass Action Toy Channels. I thought that was the show Jackass you're talking about there. Yeah, Hole in the Wall. I love that one. Laugh out loud. I hate to admit it, one of the best reasons to watch Hole in the Wall was for the hot milfs in tights, latex. He, you dirty old man, you. That go. Uh, spandex, I mean. True, 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 true. I know 'tis must be true. True, 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 true. I know 'tis much is true. Anyway, so an uncolored cover for May's Wonder Girl #1 by Joelle Jones, along with its solicitation, can be found below. Here's the uncolored version of it. Wonder Girl #1, written by Joelle Jones. Art by Joelle Jones. Colors by Jordi Belair. Lettering by Clayton Cowles. Cover by Joelle Jones. On sale May 18th. Raised in the far off land of Boise, Idaho. Okay. Yara had always felt something has been missing from her life, and now she is headed to Brazil to find it. Little does she know that her rival will set off a series of events that will change the world of Wonder Woman forever. Her return has been prophesied, and with that prophecy comes the undivided attention of benevolent gods from pantheons beyond. Danger lurks around every corner, but is this young hero ready for her journey? Find out in a debut issue you absolutely cannot miss. Wonder Girl #1 by Joelle Jones, Jordi Belair, and Clayton Cowles goes on sale May 18th from DC. Da 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 da. I'm a true laugh out loud. I wish I had Buzzer TV. I'd watch old game shows all day long. Yeah, I mean, they got some pretty good ones on there too, like Classic Concentrate. I think they just recently on Saturday morning started to show the real old prices, right? The black and white ones from the 50s. I know Match Game's is a popular show on there. Um, Little does she know, 20 plus Americans get kidnapped in Brazil every year because SJW dummies have zero idea of reality. As we now move forward to the next set of stories. Okay, so this was the next one I was going to look at here. Okay, so here we go. Then, well, let's see. So we're already at 31 minutes. Hmm. So is everybody having fun thus far? Kind of at the 30-minute mark here, so I think I'd slow down a little bit before getting into the. You guys having fun? How's everybody doing? I notice much is true. True, 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 true. I notice much is true. 31 minutes of fun. Lots of fun. Gonna raise a fuzz. I'm gonna raise a holler. Do 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 do. Working all summer just to try to earn a dollar. Do 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 do. What I'm a gonna do? 'Cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Little Eddie Cochran right there. I'm going from Eddie Cochran to Tom Cochran, and life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. And you're going my way. I'm gonna ride it all night long. I didn't mean to put that mail sign there. I had no idea what that was. I didn't I don't really know what a lot of those emocrons are. A lot of times they're so small I can barely see them anyways. So hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Ooh, to the music. Ooh, to the music. Ooh, to the music. All the time. Ooh, to the music. Supposed to be a dude doing cartwheels to signify fun. I messed up. Yeah, I've done that. I've hit the wrong button on a few occasions myself there, backups. I get it. Figured you were commenting on the spandex ladies on Hole in the Wall. Woody is killing tonight. Boom, another bomb dropped. Laugh out loud. Okay. All right. So now we kind of killed a few minutes there. Let's move on to this next story here. We start getting into the anime side of things. Idris Elba teams with Crunchyroll for fantasy series Dantai. Actor Idris Elba and wife Sabrina are producing Dantai, an Afro-futuristic science fiction series for anime streaming service Crunchyroll. Actor Idris Elba and his wife Sabrina are teaming with anime streaming service Crunchyroll to executive produce Dantai, an Afro-futuristic science fiction series. Idris Elba serves as executive producer through his Green Door Pictures production company, and Sabrina Elba also executive produces through the company Pink Towel Pictures, reported Deadline. The saga explores the struggle of two people in a futuristic society where one community benefits from biotechnology and the other suffers from the lack of it. Two rising stars from either side of this divide are pitted against each other in a story that will ultimately explore the equality and kinship within a corrupt society, according to the Dante logline. So another SJW story. Let's see. We're really excited to be announcing this deal on our first anime. Idris and Sabrina Elba said in a joint statement. We're both fans of the genre and see a huge opportunity to create something unique for a powerhouse like Crunchyroll. The story of Dantai is our first collaboration as producers together and is one that hits close to our hearts. We look forward to bringing this exciting project to life, said Sarah Victor, Crunchyroll Senior Director of Development. She said it's a privilege to work with such talented creative partners. AT&T's Warner Media sold Crunchyroll in December 2020 to Sony for almost $1.2 billion. Sony plans to fold it into Funimation service. Crunchyroll recently passed 4 million subscribers and offers a library of 1,000 anime properties covering 30,000 episodes. The tricky thing with of course these CBR articles is that they go pretty quickly a lot of times. So that's it for that one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm out already. Bleeping, racist, anti-white. Yeah, I would have to kind of agree. I kind of got that impression too, Batgo. I kind of got that impression too when I was reading that about Dante. So you know, um, that's pretty much what I was picking up too. So, moving on to the next story. Let's see now. Okay, so let's see now. Just give me a moment, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So let's see what you guys have been saying since I left here a moment ago. Hey, let's see now. Landau White is not racist by definition. Look it up. Barf. Depends on which edition of Webster's you are using. Laugh out loud. 20th century dictionaries tend to have normal definitions. Hey, evening. Hey, Anon. Welcome to the stream, man. It's always good. I do appreciate all the likes and shares to help get the word out. So thank you guys in advance. And for those who've already done it, want to eat something, I'll be listening in. All right. Have a good dinner, man. Hey, Anon. Evening. So we were brought up on the misconception that content of character mattered rather than appearance. As I recall, that was actually MLK, Martin Luther King Jr., who actually said that, as I recall. I know they have flushed everything we all worked for down the toilet. Woody is on fire tonight. True. Been seeing all that crap around lately. Young Ripa had a video with some pencil neck soy female dog pushing anti-white garbage. I was inspired by Ray the other night. Ray, oh yes, Ray Gordon. Ray Gordon teaches chess. Oh God. Okay, that dude. I saw that Ripa was like, you couldn't oppress garbage. Anyways, let's move on to this next story here. Netflix drops action-packed teaser for Godzilla Singular Point. Wonder which definition dropped their meaning here or which connotation here. Netflix released a new. Okay, so that's probably what they meant by drop. Okay, Netflix released a new trailer for Godzilla Singular Point, its upcoming anime series based on the famous kaiju. Netflix has released a new teaser for the upcoming anime series, Godzilla Singular Point. The trailer focuses mostly on the human characters in the series, with the titular kaiju conspicuously missing. How it also provides a brief first look of Jet Jaguar in action. The series will feature a brand new cast and an original story. Atsushi Takahashi from Doraemon, the movie 2017, Great Adventure in the Antarctic, Kachikochi will head the series with producing partners Bones, My Hero Academia, and Orange, Beastars, Land of the Lustrous. It will combine hand drawn and CG animation styles and debut worldwide in 2021. Singular Point will be Netflix's latest dive into the Godzilla universe. The streamer released the feature film Godzilla Planet of the Monsters in January 2018, was followed by Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle and Godzilla A Planet Eater, each of which also released in 2018. Those looking to watch the classic Godzilla films can find them on HBO Max. Directed by Atsushi Takahashi and written by Toe and Joe, Godzilla Singular Point will premiere April 2021, a couple months away. Let's see if you guys are saying anything. I don't know the Ray thing. Yeah, back go. That probably doesn't surprise me because what we're talking about is there was this guy named Ray Gordon, teaches chess, who was on Nick's stream the other night. Of course, apparently this guy has been harassing Nick via text message. Ha ha ha! That was hilarious. Oof, Ray is he is a special being. Should I search it? Is it bad? It's probably not really worth your time. It's just kind of stupid. At least that's my opinion of it. But he might try to take you to court for harassment, Batgoat. Ha 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 ha. Laugh out loud. Going to have to reprint my clock conversion to bullpup print. Laugh out loud. Ray said he was filing a class action RICO suit against all 1,700 that were in the chat and Nick. You're going to paint at Orc Action Toys. Um, wow, did he really? I bet the chat was dying of laughter. That chat was roasting all night. Bummer, I missed that. Sound hilarious. I could, but I like stupid colors like yellow, green, orange mixed with black. Laugh out loud. There were 3 shows with Ray. A middle one where he shows up in chat is the best one. Yeah, basically Nick was going over a series of text messages from Ray with a lot of this baloney. Even Ken Jennings called him out on it. Let's see. Make it a hell orc. Make it a hell orc. Oh, the orc. Yeah, eventually laugh out loud. Probably black and red, and so he's going to try and sue me and Leto. Well, that's what he. I guess that's what he claimed, but I think theoretically he might try to sue me too. But I mean, it's stupid because I don't think none of us have any real money. First off, I think the dude is totally delusional. I mean, one of the things I was commenting on. I was even asking Ken at one point, "Hey, isn't it about time maybe we call his local police department, have them do a wellness check on him?" Anyone who was born after 1980 and uses the term Rico is a brain dead mouth um, breather. If I understand correctly, doesn't Rico have something to do with like racketeering and extortion? I was, at least from what little I've heard of the term, I thought that's what it had to do with it. I think it had to do more with like mafia style stuff like racketeering and extortion. Back to Indoor Woody, you guys might know a little bit more about that than I would, but bet you should check it out sometime. Maybe give it a skim. Was pretty entertaining. How about sorry, Anon? I was still hung up my gun conversion kit. Um, having issues printing. So your orc is going have a green bullpup. Ha ha ha! No worries, man. I'd go with the pink Spas 12. I agree, Mike. I don't think there has been a successful RICO prosecution since Elliot Ness. Yeah, I mean, but me too, Beck. D, you say Elliot Ness. Well, yeah, Elliot Ness and the Untouchables. That again, that's I now again. I would hope that maybe Batgoat or Woody could correct me if I'm wrong here, but as I understood it, Rico has to do with mafia stuff like extortion or racketeering or something like that. I'm a dork. It is being funny tonight. The chat helps Nick launder money. Like, yeah, That's what Ray. That's what Ray was claiming. That that was what Ray was claiming. That was the backgoat. One of the more, I guess, what was considering ridiculous claims Ray was making is that the chat, the super chats, were helping Nick to launder money. So you are correct, Mike. I'm correct about Rico having to do with racketeering and extortion. Money laundering. Yeah, actually, in fact, that one. Well, I caught a couple of things where it sounded like he was making like specific threats to Nick. And even I guess even on one of the messages that he was sending to Nick via the text message, I think he was starting to get kind of borderline threatening. So correct about Rico, yes. Okay, yeah. I knew I'd heard it before and heard a little bit about it. I just wasn't too sure, but the solid now asking me something here. I only watched Cicadas for a few minutes before going to sleep, and I'm going to get no something solid. I honestly, I don't really think he's gonna sue everybody. I think the whole thing is stupid. He may try, but I don't. I think even the whatever lawyer he gets will probably laugh him out of the office because the whole thing is stupid. Okay, I wouldn't worry too much about it. This guy definitely needs probably to have a wellness check done on him at the very least. Okay, Dave can also testify to the fact this guy was also threatening to kill himself on a few occasions as well. So Nick is okay, but better watch out talking about lady rackets. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's one of the other things he was doing. He's making, I guess, veiled remarks towards lady rackets as well. Of course, you'll get sued. You racist. That's solid. No lawyer will take him on, so don't worry. Yeah, basically, I echo what the. I mean, just go back and watch it. It just his whole reasoning kind of out there. So he does have a lot of suits filed or whatever. Yeah, but I really think, yeah. So, anyways, good that we had another good set of conversation here. Just because I went through four of the five. Like the thing about CBR here is that a lot of their stories seem to go pretty quickly. So that's why I may even do an extra one as I get done with this. Now this is the fifth one, and it was originally gonna. It's gonna. It could be my final one of the night, or I think there was another one I saw that I might read to as kind of a bonus, as it were. But anyways, here's the next article that I'm going to read here. Eh, oh. Filing suits can be done by Russell Greer. That don't mean poop. Ha ha loud. Ha 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 true. I miss old Olive Garden Russell. Um, anyway, so here's the fifth story of the night. Five Pokemon movie locales that exist in real life. So this was an interesting story that I saw just simply because of the fact, so there were some real world connections to Pokemon. Oh, here we go. The world of Pokemon has brought fans to new and exotic locations. Some of these locations, however, are based on real places. There's Ash with Pikachu on his shoulder, of course. The Pokemon film franchise has featured numerous exotic locations over the years, many of which draw from real life places for inspiration and focus. Plenty of animated films base their sets on pre established locales to ground their world in some sense of plausibility, offering fans a relatable sense of escapism. Nature behaves in ways that the ordinary imagination might not be able to or conceive of under normal circumstances. Let's see. On top of that, distinctive architecture helps ground cities um, in a distinct culture and artistic style. With that said, when watching the Pokemon films, which locations are locales you can visit in your day-to-day life? Which ones excel beyond the page into the world and exist in real life? Russell does a dope uh, T-tar. You know, no way. I have to see it. Hey, and an emoji there. That back goat. Susan didn't get me yesterday. Garbage. A bad router did. Okay, good to hear. I was worried. All right, so as we continue on with the story, then, guys. Hmm. So, Altomare from Pokemon Heroes. The Johto city of Altomare from Pokemon Heroes clearly draws from Venice with its submerged roads and reliance on boats to travel within the location. Venice was built on 118 small islands, which gradually continued to sink as the years went on. The sinking Italian city requires gondolas to travel along narrow canals flooded with water. Altomare follows a very similar physical structure, though it is tied to the Soldo and the legendary Pokemon duo Latias and Latios. Now, there's another anime that I watched, what was it, maybe a year or two ago, um, that also kind of had nice scenery for it, called Aria. There, there's a series of animes called there's Aria the Origination, Aria the Animation. You know, they're just a series of them that were actually pretty good. Uh, that had stuff like this. Let's see. Beyond that, new characters introduced in the Alto Mare, like Bianca and Lorenzo, all have Italian names. This, along with the Italian sounding soundtrack, results in a film pretty apparently set to stand in for Italy, and it would be impossible to claim otherwise. Uh, let's see. Oh, Leto's here. Hey, Leto. Hey, Mike, Batgoat, Woody, Anon, and Toys. How are you? Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Always, guys. Of course, I do appreciate all the likes and shares. Of course, when you guys help get the word out, always appreciated. Anyways, yeah, we're pretty much all almost done with all those stories I had planned for tonight. Hey, evening, Leto. Be safe and good one. Sup, Anon. Leto. Yep. Cameron Palace, Pokemon Lucario, and the Mystery of Mew. Cameron Palace is a castle in Kanto, north of Mount Silver. From the outskirts, it looks like any large mansion from Europe. However, it is based on a particular German palace, um, Neuschwanstein Castle. Neuschwanstein Castle. This 19th century castle is much like Cameron Palace, a broad and multi-towered structure. It was declared, it was dedicated to Richard Wagner, the famous German composer. And while King Ludwig II occupied the castle, he died less than a year following its completion. Cameron Palace is far less tragic of a location, though it does overlook the Tree of Beginning, a gigantic rock formation that Mew resides in during the film. It does seem far older in the Pokemon world than the Neuschwanstein Castle is is in ours, since the ancient Lucario lived in the castle when he's revived. Lucario finds his room has been turned into a museum for historical artifacts. Hey, back goat. Have a good one, dude. Hey, Leto. Hey, toys. Are you going to fall through the wall like the Shockmaster at Leto? Not right now. Maybe at work today. Red, laugh out loud. Out loud. That's how Leto always makes his entrance. Redfield. Yeah. Alamos Town. Pokemon: The Rise of Darkrai. Alamos Town is a town in the Sinnoh region, built primarily by the architect Godey, who also created a park and the space-time towers. The city is located in the middle of the woods near a lake and demonstrates the harmony between Pokemon and humanity. Alamos Town is based on two real locations in our world: the Spanish cities of Barcelona and Granada. While Barcelona is now a thriving metropolis, it and Granada were built in areas surrounded by forest with beautiful gardens and large towers dominating the landscape. Much of the architecture in Alamos Town is based on Spanish architecture um, from those cities too. Basically, and if any of you have it, like back when I was going to Fullerton College, I took a trip with one of the classes I was taking, and we were seeing like a lot of the missions. But like the Spanish architecture, they're like talking about if you've ever been here in California, up and down the California coast, or like Pueblo, Colorado. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a sec here. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see. It looks like it's Okay, we already saw some of that. Ha ha ha! Those wrestling videos are great. Um, again on Fridays, we all can hear the soft jazz music in the background, um, and the champagne chilling as he entertains a lovely young lady. Ha 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 ha! And switching it up, um, because I'm tired on Fridays a lot now. Ha ha ha! Here's Russell with a guitar, and I guess it's good. Check it. I mean, it's cool for history. You can see old Spanish missions in Southern Cal, while seeing real gold rush ghost towns in the desert. Yeah, I mean, yeah, up and down. There's a lot of good missions. Thanks, Witty. That is brilliant. I wish he was wearing a piano tie. Um, it's a low res avatar someone made. It must be the original pic somewhere. All right. Well, anyways, as we get back to the story here, um, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next part here. Crown City, Pokemon Zoroark, Master of Illusions. Another Sinnoh location, Crown City, is a metropolis built in a green, luscious area. The greenery dried up following a significant disaster till the legendary Pokemon Celebi came in to revive the town and its vegetation, allowing Crown City to rise once again. Trees line the city streets, and its buildings are small, save for a large tower right in the middle of town. Crown City is based in Amsterdam, um, with its scenic architecture, um, and integration of nature. The homes and towers are beautiful and in tune with Netherlands' distinct style. It looks picturesque, as though an expanded version of the old fashioned nature infused himself Hamlet from years gone by. Excuse me a sec. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go off camera again for a real quick sec. Okay, so let's see now. Oh yeah, we already saw that. We had saw that. Okay, we just saw that. Okay, so back to the article here then. Um, Dahara City, Pokemon Hoopa, and the Clash of Ages. Dahara City is a sprawling metropolis in the middle of the desert near a large body of water. Its most distinct architectural features are its towers, the largest of which is Dahara Tower, a massive dedication to the god Pokemon Arceus, and the prison bottle's origin point. It is a city defined by the obstinance against its arid environment and thrives despite the elements. Dahara City draws significant influence from Dubai, a city known for thriving in the desert near the Persian Gulf. And for its impressive skyscrapers, Dubai is home to Burj Khalifa, um, which remains to date the largest completed skyscraper in the world. Pokemon's many homages to real world locales may well inspire a trip to these picturesque spots one day. Um, series itself remembers the world's international cities and uses them as inspiration to erect their own world wonders. Okay, so that's all for that one. All for that story. See, and a buddy showed me the Pokemon manga a while back. Way more violent than the anime. Interesting though. Yeah, sometimes comics can actually, because comics you can get away a little bit more with comics than you can, comics and manga than you can with like anime and cartoons. You know, because obviously comics are not as easily accessible as, let's say, turning on the TV. Yeah. So let me see. What time is it now? It's like hour and 20. Let me check something here. Maybe I'll still do that. Hmm. Yeah. Give me a moment, guys. Apparently, somebody's knocking at our front door. I gotta go. I gotta at least check a little bit here. I'll be right back. My sister was getting her dinner delivered. Anyways, let's see. Uh, Man, they were like slicing Pokemon in half. Another. Hello, sir. Would like to donate to your local crypt? Nice. All right. So yeah, there's just one last one that I think I'll do kind of as a bonus because we've been going through these stories pretty fast. Shonen Jump's new series, I Tell C, introduces a detective scare. Okay, so Shonen Jump's new series, I Tell C, introduces a detective scarier than the criminals. So let's look at this one. This one sounds kind of interesting. Shonen Jump's new series, I Tell C, puts a unique, if uncomfortable, spin on the classic tale of cops and murders. Oh, never mind. This is it's got spoilers in it. Sorry, guys. That's got. I usually try not to do spoilers. Just you know, I don't think the gangs are too bad where Mike lives. I'm just joking. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not really anywhere near like South Central Compton. Okay, I'm a bit further from that area. Okay, with the spoils. Yeah, some people are, some people aren't. It's better to be on the safe side. But anyways, that is kind of all the stories I was gonna do for tonight. So let's see, an hour and 24. So we're doing okay on time, I guess. Sit around, chit chat a little bit, see what comes of it. Yeah, I know. I was talking to some of you earlier. I don't know if any of you caught one of Yellow Flash's videos earlier today. I was talking about this. Apparently, now people are going after Naruto for being sexist. Naruto Shippuden in particular for being sexist. Don't know if you guys saw that video earlier. Which is, I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. The big bag of something, but um, straight out of Compton, Mike rolls down the street in his six. Oh God. Okay. Haha, they're a little late for Naruto, aren't they? Yeah, well, yeah, Flash was making that same point there, anonymity. He was making that same point in his video. Yeah, Naruto Shippuden's been over for like a year or so. They're on the Boruto right now, and yet they're still going after Naruto. It's like one of the points I think Flash was making is how a lot of these SJWs like to go after the real popular animes and just dump on them, saying that they're ish and phobes and all that. So yeah, yeah. So right now, of course, what I've been like for my afternoon Toonami block right now, I'm watching, of course. Um, I've been I started rewatching like a number of the old DC um, comics cartoons right now. I just today started Challenge of the Super Friends. I'm also watching, started back up watching Pokemon again. This time, went all the way back to the Indigo in the midst of the Indigo League. I'm also rewatching Hoop, an anime called Dear Boy slash Hoop Days. Kind of a basketball anime, and it's a pretty good one. Even if you're not into basketball, there are some underlying good story aspects to it. Even if you're not like into basketball, it's a basketball anime, Dear Boys, but it's more about redemption and some interesting story development there. And then I also started watching the heroic legend of Arslan. Um, And then for my nighttime animes, of course, I'm watching. Started rewatching Sadamitsu the Destroyer last night. I'm also watching Mobile Suit Gundam Seed, um, the second season of Log Horizon, and just started the second season of Al Noah's Zero last night. So Interesting stuff there. Meanwhile, yeah, that fella. Anyways, I think we're done with that. So let's see. Yeah, we're coming up on an hour and a half here, guys, and I feel like I want to get some dinner in pretty soon here. So, um, are you? Are you? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or if not, start wrapping things up. If you guys are ready for this day in each history, unless maybe there's some more things you guys want to talk about. And let's see. I'm on Black Clover. That time I got reincarnated into, and regarding Zero, mainly watching that redo too. See, was intense. Nietzsche it up. History time. Nietzsche history. Okay, so not no further ado. Let's today being Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. Let's take a look back at this day in Nietzsche history. And of course, the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to go back 70 years. As on this day, 70 years ago today, the Warner Brothers short Canned Feud, starring Sylvester, um, made its debut in movie theaters. The Warner Brothers Looney Tunes short Canned Feud, directed by Fritz Freiling, um, would debut on this date back in 1951, 70 years ago today. The plot is as follows. Sylvester's owners, Sam and Violet, go on vacation to California. Forgetting to put him outside, Sylvester abruptly notices this, finding that he is locked inside an empty house, devoid of food with no milk, being delivered for 2 weeks. He finds a cupboard full of canned tuna and cat food, but discovers that he also needs a can opener. Um, he seemingly cannot find one until he sees a mouse with it. Sylvester begs for the mouse to give it to him, but he throws it into his hole. Sylvester frantically tries and fails to retrieve it, and and the mouse saunters away. Sylvester angrily gives chase and crashes into the mouse hole. So that's about as much as I'm going to read. I don't need to read the whole thing. You get the idea. But that happened 70 years ago today. That Can Feud would make its debut. Uh, history. So now moving on to the next bit of Nietzsche history. On this day in on this date in 2001, the independent tag team known as the Bad Street Boys, comprised of Joey Matthews and Christian York would defeat the team of Bad Attitude, Rick Michaels and Dave Young, for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Now, granted, I know you guys probably don't know any of these guys. There is one guy you probably would know of the four, which is Joey Matthews. This is the same Joey Matthews who was part of the MNM tag team in the WWF. Joey Matthews, along with Melina and Johnny Nitro, who would later become John Morrison. So on this date back in 2001, Joey Matthews and Christian York, tag team Street Boys, would defeat the team of Bad Attitude, Rick Michaels and David Young, for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. So there's some wrestling. Is there something that's not necessarily WCW or WWE? Something a little different there. So, anyways, moving on to the next piece of niche history. Um, so, on this date in 2010, Marvel Comics would release onto newsstands the 10th issue of Wolverine Weapon X. The story titled Love in the Wolverine was written by Jason Aaron, art done by C.P. Smith, lettering done by Corey Pettit. It's a 22-page story. The full page count of the whole book was 32 pages, and it would cost you $3.99 to buy it. So on this date, 11 years ago today, the 10th issue of Wolverine Weapon X went on sale on newsstands. Ha ha ha! Thought you said Backstreet Boys. Um, yeah, at first, yeah. I when I was reading off their tag name, it was the Bad Street Boys is what they were called. It's actually funny because there was actually another tag team around that time comprised of a pair of guys by the names of Trent Acid and Johnny Cashmere, who actually went by the name the Backseat Boys. So, um, so that was kind of interesting as well. So, anyways, moving on. My channel is finally showing up in Google search. Well, maybe my subscribing to it helped it there a little bit there. Solid. Oh, backseat. Oh no. Yeah. Trent Acid and Johnny Cashmere were a tag team in Combat Zone Wrestling back in the late '90s, early 2000s. Um, they would go by the name of the Backseat Boys. They had the Backseat Boys, the Bad Street Boys, and some. So, anyways, moving on now from this next piece of history. Actually, in fact, this would be the last piece of history for the night. As we head back, as we head 1 year from the point we just were, going back to 10 years ago today on this date in 2011, um, the Pokemon special, um, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Toku Suhen, um, would premiere on this date. On this date, back in 2011, the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl special Toku Betsuen would premiere on this date. Of course, produced by OLM Incorporated. So that's all that happened on this date in Nietzsche history. Um, Anything else new there? All right, guys. Well, I thank you again for joining me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stories, enjoyed the history tonight. We had some good conversation going on too at times. So until tomorrow, bye.